going on, but the Amouranth situation nowadays has been going crazy. I've been seeing it left and right, and people are going nuts about it. Now, there was a big Amouranth situation happening a couple months ago, and it seems that there'd be a repeat offender, so I'm a little bit cautious about this, but let's check it out. Let's see what's been going on.
Amouranth is back in the news. Apparently, she has called the police on her husband and has been arguing with him for 24 hours straight, resulting in some pretty insane clips. Now, if you don't know who she is, she's an OnlyFans Twitch streamer and a pioneer of several metas on Twitch, which involves skirting past the rules and trying to advertise her OnlyFans. Now, Twitch is supposed to be a gaming website that is 13 plus, not 18 plus, so you end up advertising to a bunch of kids as well, which personally
Twitch has not been a gaming website since 2017. It's over, old man. We're in 2025. It's over. It's not a gaming website. You go click on a gaming streamer, their chat they have over 1,000 viewers, and there's one guy talking. You go to a just chatting streamer, and he has 100 viewers, there are 50 guys talking. This side, there's no gaming anymore, brother.
Find a little disgusting. Now, last time we talked about her, she had this drama where she came out and said that her husband is very abusive, and her husband is actually the one who forced her to do OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Apparently, she never wanted to sell her body online, and it was this big bad husband who actually made her do all of this.
And the weird thing about this that made me say that in the beginning I'm a little bit cautious is because, like, she said that, she screamed that, and she was going to get a divorce with him and was going crazy on the phone with her while recording it. And then when she said she was getting a divorce, she straight up went back to making stuff and never got the divorce. So it looked like more like a skit. So I'm a little cautious about the situation.
So she started crying on stream, and then she did the infamous Dobby is free clip, and basically the entire internet immediately believed her. Here's a quick recap.
Make multi-millions of dollars. You want to burn it all to the ground because you're a sure, whine about it. I don't give a anymore. I'd rather be broke again and deal with this shit anymore. And I don't have to wear cleavage every day. I can wear clothes. Master has given Dobby a sock. Dobby is free.
Is someone who I've called one of the hardest working humans on all of Twitch for years now. You should also support Amouranth as a victim. And there are a few people online who are taking the situation to shit on Ammo, and I think that's just fucking dumb, to be honest.
Right, so after being freed like Dobby from Harry Potter, apparently, by separating or divorcing her husband, she actually went back to the naked streams just weeks later, completely of her own free will. Almost like she wanted to do this the entire time. Anyways, after that, pretty much everybody realized that she was just manipulating people and basically lying. And that brings us to a couple months ago where Amouranth was...
This shit was crazy.
...robbed at gunpoint. They wanted her crypto money, and her husband ended up saving her life by shooting the assailants.
Stop playing! It's a night of sheer terror as a woman is brutally assaulted by 3 masked home invaders. She's internet personality Caitlin Saragusa, known to her millions of fans as Amouranth. It's in here. She brings them across a courtyard to another building in their compound where there is a surprise waiting for them. Caitlin's husband, Nick, is watching the drama unfold on security cameras. He was armed and ready at the top of the staircase. At the sound of gunfire, they run for their lives.
And that brings us to today, where she has had a very public meltdown with her husband. And apparently this is the same husband who forced her to do OnlyFans, and she apparently broke up with, and now she's back with him for some reason. I don't really trust anybody here, but let's go over the story. Starting with this clip, Amouranth is seemingly accusing her husband of wanting to have her killed after a 12+ hour argument. It all started when the husband complained about dog chores and quickly spiraled into a massive on-stream airing out of their dirty laundry that seemingly has no end.
When this fight started till now as today, you said you were unhappy long before I ever said, you know what, I could see it if you did want me killed. I could see that. You said you were unhappy before, so you're not trying to act like
say I'm unhappy and that means I have you plotted a kill?
No! It's me thinking about all the shitty things you say to me. Like the last time we argued, you said, I wish I hadn't saved you so you wouldn't be attached to me.
Saved her life, but maybe I was actually plotting.
Yeah, so you're threatening.
There's no way this is real. This looks to me like fucking porn acting. Am I crazy to look at this and don't think this is real? Like, I feel like this is fake. Like, I'm looking at them, bro. This doesn't look real.
To divorce the woman that you claimed to love so much that you saved.
If I was plotting, I wouldn't divorce you because then I wouldn't get anything.
You want-
make no
If
sense.
she's married and happy, it's bad for business. You're right. You're not wrong on that. Because then there might be somebody that can take the spot. Johnny Somali is better acting. True.
You prefer a financial split, though. You want
Which
financial
means I
split
definitely
or
don't get anything.
divorce.
Because it's outlined. Look, right now, if we get a divorce and you die, your parents get your half. If we're together
Your
and you
half.
die, I get it. So then I would never say that if I was trying to have you killed.
Right, very normal and sane couple right here discussing about how
What a
one
great
partner will
combo.
die and the other will get all the money. Interesting. Right, I think I speak for everybody when I say I don't think anybody should ever stream a fight like this online, to be honest. This seems...
It's cringe. It's weird. And it's also sad. Because I'm sitting here, I'm thinking this is fake. But what if this is real? Like, this is such a toxic relationship that they gotta fix this real quick. Like, either separate or get like a psychiatrist and talk about it. This sounds like a great entrepreneur.
really serious. It seems like Amouranth thinks her husband wants to actually kill her, and that's right after he
What a thing to say live. What a thing to fucking
saved
say.
her life. So I'm not sure exactly what kind of logic that actually is, but you'll slowly see throughout the video that they both are very crazy and kind of deserve each other, to be honest.
Really?
This husband guy named Nick is definitely exploiting Amouranth as a sort of moneymaker. You will see him complain about only earning $1 million a month later. And Amouranth is just straight up psycho. Apparently she calls the cops, gets in the fetal position over an argument. It's just insane stuff. Now, apparently she cheated on him as well, and that was another cause of the argument.
Damn.
Amouranth's husband exposed that she allegedly gave a handy to Fresh and Fit producer Aaron Pox.
That's
no way,
crazy.
a Fresh and Fit producer? Ay, ay, ay.
Can we talk about
Fresh and
you
fit?
kissing black men while we're married?
That is not even true. I was.
Were you-
Oh my god.
Oh, we don't want to talk about that one.
We can talk about that, sure.
Okay, let's talk about it.
You had me go on Tinder dates that I didn't want to go on, and then you started calling me while we were at the
And
karaoke
then
bar
you
a lot.
asked me if you could have an open relationship.
That is no.
Oh, you didn't?
You were
You
wanting an open
didn't? No, did
relationship.
you ask that, okay, maybe I will sleep with Aaron? Did we say
No,
that?
that is
Never?
not.
You
No.
never asked that?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay, we're gonna lie to your chat now, okay.
For
Sure,
literally
sure.
not lying.
How dare you lie to
Job
chat?
in the
I
parking
did
lot?
not.
Oh, okay.
Correct, I did
didn't
not do
drive
that.
up on you guys together, you giving him a hand job in the parking
Whoa.
lot in Chinatown.
These men can't even find that would make us money of such sexual acts that you are claiming right now. Yet you're saying I would do it off stream for no
Silly.
money?
Yes.
You're
Yes.
retarded.
Oh my god, because stars never have sex off.
Right, so about the cheating situation, obviously nobody really knows what happened there. He claims to have been cheated on, and I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Amouranth is not exactly the most moral person in the world, but I just love how crazy this relationship actually is. So this Nick guy has an OnlyFans girlfriend/wife, right? And apparently he even encourages her to do this, right? And he pretty much like encourages her to go on dates with other guys as well. So I'm not exactly sure what the line
That
is
is
in their
crazy.
relationship. He definitely sounds like a buck, that's for sure. An Adam 22 type, you know, a Jack Doherty type who like pimps out their girlfriend, right? So it's plausible that Amouranth thought it would be okay to do this because if he has her just go on dates and stuff, I mean, it's kind of mixed messages, but maybe they have like boundaries in their relationship. What if this even is a relationship? In my opinion, open relationships, not much of a relationship. Anyways, that's just my opinion. But anyways, this next part, Amouranth keeps sort of pointing the camera at Nick and putting him in frame, right? And then he gets pretty annoyed and he tries to shut off the stream or maybe move the camera or something, and that results in Amouranth calling the police on him.
That's fine.
Regardless.
I'm not okay with. I'm not unokay with being observed.
Okay, great.
I'm unokay with you pointing the camera.
Well,
in my
then
face.
leave. I'm not going to follow you.
So you're literally just gonna be super defiant, is that right?
Shit. Talk about problems. Hey, what the is wrong with you, bro? Leave.
my
You
face.
can move. You can go away.
I wasn't in camera view. You moved the camera view.
Bro?
What's up? What are you doing?
Calling the police.
Why?
Because you're doxing at this point. It's dangerous.
What?
You have reached the Houston
What
Emergency 911. All call takers are busy at this time. Your call will be answered by the next available call taker.
All right, here we go.
Houston, 911, you need medical?
Bro, they're crazy. What the fuck? Oh.
Yeah, we're live streaming.
If you wanted to get off camera, why don't you just leave the place, right? But then I guess he also wants
Just
to talk to her
leave!
and sort out their issues, but she won't stop streaming.
They're
because it seems
married,
like
by
he
the way,
wanted her
guys. This is not a relationship. They're married for like 10 years. This is a married couple for over 10 years. Can you believe that?
to turn the stream off, but she absolutely refused to do so. So it's just this messy couple fight that you can't really make sense of, right? And there's probably a lot of crazy shit that they both did behind the scenes that we probably don't know about. But anyways, here's Amouranth talking to 911 and crying on the phone.
Fans can know your position on this.
What is your problem?
Strongly enough, they have to swap.
I cannot deal with this anymore.
Can you imagine that?
All your dad
She's
would
actually
just
defending
tip
the guy who
$1.
slaughtered me. I
If
catalyzed.
you hate me, just kill me, please. It would be so much easier.
I think they really need to stop. They're doing this in front of a camera. I think this is like a desperate call for help kind of scenario where they're making a matter worse. You know what I mean? They already probably done this in many. If this is true, I'm looking at this if this is true and not acting, because we've been going on for a while. And if they popped up for so long, it's probably true. But like, if they're probably done this shit, like this rodeo multiple times back and forward for a while off stream. And now it's like a call of like desperation where they're pushing the line a bit further and further. And now they did it in front of the camera. And I think that's the situation we have at hand here.
I can't deal with this anymore.
Shut you are community member
yelling at me,
while
I guess.
blood
I can't deal with this. You won't leave. You won't shut up.
I'm
What
talking-
did I do? The cops
Maybe
won't
you're
help
right.
me.
Maybe you're
No
right,
one
Cake.
can help me.
Destiny little Steve.
I'm talking.
Would stop you just asked me to leave, and we're at the same place we would be.
I know.
Maybe there's a 5-head taker to make this look like they're actually getting separated so that people think she's single again.
It will not help.
Chief Bomb just tipped $1.
There's nothing
Chat,
I
should I
can
ban her?
legally do.
You should
I'm
ban
just-
her.
No, hey, we can figure it out, okay?
She's now talking to the person.
Joe Peach just tipped $1. I can't take it anymore. Guys, play some Oblivion. Take care.
Base.
They say that like betrayal makes the shitter's bedfellow.
True. Just go play some Oblivion. Stop this
Joe
shit.
Peach just tipped $3. Motherfucker, this is Joe Peach. I'm coming for your ass.
I'm not
More
even
and
doing
more.
I'm
anything.
not saying you're doing anything. I'm facing an argument, you dumbass. Obviously, everyone can see we're on video. Shut up.
Yell at me some
XQC
more.
just tipped $1.
How did you get so stupid?
You mean, how did I get
Chief Bomb
upset that
just
you thought I was going to have you
$1.
murdered and
What's
you said that
rank
to
on
everyone on
Twitch?
I
my
wish you would now at this point. It's ridiculous what you're putting me through.
I feel like
Is XQC in chat?
I feel like I'm very justified in being upset that you thought I was going to have you murdered when I saved you.
You were upset before then.
Sport for him.
Shut
And
up.
I still saved you!
Last time you were mad at me, you told me you wish you hadn't saved me because then we wouldn't have this bond of me being
Because
attached
you-
to you.
Or
Because you want to
because
divorce
you-
me. Pick what you want. Do you want to
You
divorce
abuse
me?
her.
You're slandering
Which
so
one?
hard.
I can't do anything
Gaslight.
You're
apparently.
slandering so hard.
Leave her alone.
I said I
Leave.
wish, you know,
Oh shit, we got the white now protective. Dude, this is fucked up. This whole thing is fucked up, bro. It's working. It is. It's working. Look, people believe this.
that, you know, someone else had saved you because you have this weird attachment to like.
Weird attachment to my husband.
Just tipped $1.
This is crazy.
Bro,
Can you help me
were
get unbanned from
rapturing,
Kit?
like,
That
Chloe
wasn't
keeps
the
getting me
point.
banned.
No, that was a different time
Shout out
entirely.
Cowan
This weird
W.
attachment was
Troy
after the robbery. You dumbass.
So, how's the weather today, guys?
It's actually really sunny. I love it today.
I actually made sense of this somehow, right? So apparently, one of the problems
Is it big?
that Nick has with Amouranth is that she develops a weird attachment to people who save her I don't know how many times she actually needed to be saved. There was definitely that one time with the robbers, but apparently after Nick saved her life, she got very attached to him, which sounds normal. I feel like if somebody saves their life, you're gonna get pretty attached to them, but maybe by attachment he means overly clingy or 24/7 wanting attention or something like that, right? At least that's what I'm guessing. And that is one of the things they are arguing about how she's really clingy or something like that. Anyways,
That's what you're arguing about?
This out, right? Who is watching?
Oh no, my wife is clingy. What the fuck am I gonna do, guys? My wife that I love is clingy. Oh no.
The stream, I'm seeing that chat go. I know, I guess they can't all be bots, right? So I feel like you got one life and this is how you're spending it. You're watching Amouranth.
That's crazy. I mean, we're reacting to it now, so
watching
you know.
the stream, you have to wear a helmet at all times because we need to make sure your stupidity just doesn't like wirelessly transfer to anybody else, right? And people are donating as well. I mean, I guess they just love watching a train wreck. It's kind of like why people donate to Johnny Somali as well. They just like to see people melt down. Anyways, it continues to get worse. Amouranth sort of crawls up on the floor in a fetal position, crying, and Nick is trying to talk to someone over the phone, trying to fix the situation like a sort of hostage negotiation.
Saying crazy shit.
Yeah, I think you're in a loop right now, but I don't understand, Angelica. I don't understand why. Because we have been making sure she only gets at most 1 Vyvanse a day. I don't even think you didn't take one today. And so it's like she's just acting like she's looping.
Who's he talking to?
Assuming that because the conspiracy theory thing, but otherwise it's kind of imperceptible to tell that she's acting irregular. Except that also she just doesn't kind of care about anything.
I have not slept. I have not eaten. I have hardly drank.
I've not slept. I've not peed.
Well, I agree, but like we're kind of past that right now. Like I didn't want to. So hey, just for you to know the full context, Angelica. All night, I was telling her, let's turn off stream. Let's turn off stream.
Turn it off
then.
then.
Do this on stream.
You started.
And every time.
You chose to.
And every time, I'm gonna put it on speakerphone so it's more fair. Anytime that I said that, she would grab it and refuse. And I'm like, okay. So she kept wanting to stream it.
Okay, that really exposes a light on the situation here, because if one person is trying to turn off the stream this entire time and one person is trying to keep it going, I don't know what that says, because clearly somebody's trying to, platform this for attention or something, because like she doesn't want to turn off the stream and then she's cried up in the fetal position there, but then doesn't he have control of the stream right now? Why don't you just turn off the stream?
Turn it off,
okay,
man.
Now I'm confused. What the hell is going on? By the way, full-grown adults. I feel like getting into that position in front of the internet, like it curled up on the floor like a little baby, and while also streaming it for views and attention, you got to be a different level of mental, right? Both of these nut jobs need to be in a mental institution. And like people are saying, fake and stuff like that, and I get that. Obviously, I'm definitely off that perspective as well sometimes. But after looking at all these clips, you gotta understand that they have not slept for like days, right? This has been going on for 24.
Okay. I'm starting to think this is true now. I think they're losing it. I think they're actually gone crazy. And 24-hour crash out with the as a couple. Can you believe 24-hour crash out? That's who watched this? Oh my god.
4 hours straight, it seems, and like everything is streamed. So I don't think you can fake this level of meltdown. I feel like, yeah, you can certainly fake cry and lie about your husband and all that, like the stuff that happened before. But this is like, bro, they're actually, I don't know how much of this you can fake, If I'm getting bamboozled, fair enough. I don't really know what they actually gain from this, to be honest. It just seems like they're just ruining their reputation even more. Highly doubt you're gonna get more subs from this or anything like that. In fact, this is probably just gonna turn simps away, because I guess even simps are gonna be like, holy fuck, what the hell am I watching, It's kind of hard to get your knob crank into this, I suppose, unless you're a real freak, right? But anyways, let's move on to this clip of Nick saying that he's mad that they only earn $1 million a month now instead of $2 million.
Oh no, only 1 million. Oh, fuck, man. Only $1 million a month, man. That's crazy.
We have a Kit contract. And we still do OnlyFans. She does, right? The amount of money we make with both, with the exception of the last 2 months, has always been less than what OnlyFans alone used to make in 22 and 23. 2022.
Nah, she lost viewers on this. Like, she lost viewers on this. Look at this. That stream had 15.4k viewers. Lost a fuck ton of followers. She's been losing followers every day. But like, this went down. Like, she had more viewers the other day than she had here. Like, she's losing viewers on this. Oh, she just started going live. Okay.
In 2023 and 2021. Back then, OnlyFans often hit a monthly of $2 million. Currently, last month we did over 2, but this month and every other month under the Kick contract, Kick plus OnlyFans, did about 1.2 to 1.3. Sometimes 1.5. Actually, kind of frequently 1.5. But you get what I'm saying? So if you look at it, we made more money in 22 and 23.
So you're confused why after multiple years people have stopped, like there's less people buying porn of your wife? I mean, at some point people have seen enough, I guess. I don't know.
3 per month. Then we did
like a long-term goal to be a porn star.
I love how he says we. That is absolutely hilarious. Maybe they have some sort of business contract behind the scenes where he handles some of the work. I imagine a lot of the simps that are donating to Amouranth, they need a bunch of people to reply to the sim. So I imagine this is the guy doing it, right?
Yes. So here's the thing, and I've heard this from somebody that knows a lot of this shit. So the thing is that they don't make a lot of money from the subscriptions itself on OnlyFans. What they make money on are direct donations and chat requests. So a lot of OnlyFans girls and men have like managers or somebody else that did I say OnlyFans? OnlyFans has somebody else that handles their direct DMs, pretending to be them and talking for them, because they can't be there to sit there and chat. So so you have a bunch of audiences subscribing and then paying like hundreds, thousands, $10,000 just to chat with a certain OnlyFans girl, but they're actually talking to him. They're talking to the manager, talk to somebody else.
He's the guy chatting to the losers, donating to her OnlyFans. And wow, complaining about $1 million a month, that is the most fucking out of touch shit I've ever seen in my life. Also, maybe this is what Amouranth meant by he's forcing me to do OnlyFans. Now, obviously grossly exaggerated, and she clearly wanted to do it herself as well. But it seems like this guy is this business-minded sort of guy trying to exploit her to the maximal extent, right? He's sort of like a Jack Doherty type where he's just like, oh no, but you can make so much more money, you gotta stream more, you gotta do more OnlyFans or whatever. So he's probably like nudging her in that direction, right? Because he's getting upset at $1 million a month here. Like, what? Like, somebody explain to me, what are they even doing with all of this money? Isn't Amouranth worth like 50 mil? Hasn't she invested in a bunch of like businesses? She owns a bunch of gas stations or whatever.
She owns like 4 or 5 gas stations. I don't know what the fuck you do with multiple gas stations, but yeah.
Just retire. Holy shit. It will never amaze me how incredibly stupid some rich people are. This just shows you that you can have pretty much all the money in the world and still be terribly unhappy because you just got different problems. Like maybe you're just a fucking psycho. Anyways, they continue arguing, calling each other unhinged, and they keep arguing about their dogs.
Like, normally,
no, I'm in a sane one, Nick, and you were in an insane mindset.
No, you're just, something is mentally unhinged for you right now, because normally...
No, it's literally you! You are unhinged!
Normally, when you know that we're being swatted, you're at least concerned for the dogs, and you're almost gleeful.
I was not concerned in this case because one, I know that the dogs aren't in here, so there's nothing for me to be concerned, and I know that they aren't free running outside.
Yeah, they're like on the patio, and then
either on the patio concealed.
Trumps can jump over things.
I don't have to be concerned if I didn't hear a a shot go off.
Right, so they have about 7 dogs, right? And that's quite a lot to handle, right? That's like a big problem for them. Like, oh, you're so rich, but then you spend all your time doing dog chores. And I'm just like, why'd you get 7 dogs then? And like, why not hire people to help you out? You got so much money. You could probably hire an entire person for each dog and have tons of money left over. So it's so stupid. I don't even know what the hell I'm watching. What an absolute train wreck. And it obviously doesn't help that they stream everything and then they end up having people witness this and harass them as well. Apparently they got swatted as well, which is all around unfortunate, right? Here is a moment that started the whole 12+ hour altercation between Amouranth and her husband.
What? What the fuck was that? Oh, here we go again. Oh. Is our life just dog chores now or what?
No. We haven't done any all day.
I know, but we gotta do like 7 in a row at night.
Only kind of a fence right now. Otherwise,
Why she blurred out? Maybe like revealing clothing.
Stuff freaking sharply. Why do you just complain? You don't have to help me if you don't want to. You can go smoke with them on your lounge and I'll deal with it.
I complain in order to make things better.
This also makes me happy. People with literally infinite wealth here are more miserable than the average person. Then they keep screaming at each other over the dogs shitting around the house.
You like smoking cigars actively. Why do you compare things that you can't compare? Why are you insane?
You know, we have 7 dogs. Are you honestly?
And none of them have shit in the house. Crazy, right?
They have shit all over the outside.
Yeah, that's what dogs do. Where do you want it to go?
They have. Okay.
They're deflecting, by the way. I think they're just deflecting their frustration between each other, using the dogs as an example. I think that this is, it's insane. They're sitting here talking about dogs, but this is a common thing in relationship whenever you are having a mass amount of problem, is that you find something else you can attach your issues to. And then you sit there and just complain about that. Like, that is the biggest issue of everything. And biggest concern. Like, it's just yapping, bro.
To get 7. I wanted 5.
Man.
I hate them. It's so weird.
Oh my god.
And they did this live for a whole day. Their relationship is dog shit.
Complain about them. You agreed you wouldn't complain about them if we got 7. You're crazy. You suggested 2 more.
Warning to everybody, do not get 7 dogs. First off, you gotta be pretty flippin' rich to even consider getting 7 dogs. But wow, I've never seen people lose their minds this much over the most basic argument ever. Like, man, just get helpers. Like, apparently they've gone to therapy and shit like that as well, but it's just not helped them. And I just can't put my finger on whether this is like genuine or not, because like, it's still being streamed to the internet, because I feel like if it ever got serious, you would immediately want to cut off the stream, right? And both of them have had opportunities to cut off the stream, but they chose not to. So it's like, oh man, but they do look genuinely distressed. But anyways, Amouranth's husband actually responded to the situation and people just sort of commenting on what's going on.
Negative comments, right? Endless negative comments. It didn't affect me. Like, I've always heard streamers say, and you know, she's always told me, oh, you know, it eventually eats at you. Eventually it eats at you. Maybe that's true. We'll find out. But for now, it doesn't bother me. Like, it doesn't. Like, I can read it and smile, right? It's not that I don't register it. It's just that, like, I don't know, like, oh wow, there's a person in the world that doesn't like me. Like, so, right? Like, there's probably a lot of those. It's fine, okay? Let them say their shit. You know, I don't mind that at all.
Right, so you're totally fine, right? You're totally normal. This is a normal couple thing to do, you know, live stream a meltdown, call the police on each other, scream at each other. You know, she was calling you abusive and a horrible husband to the internet a while back. I don't know why you were okay with that as well, or you never defended yourself, but now you're coming on. I think you're a psycho, to be honest. I feel like any man willingly getting into a relationship with someone like Amouranth has got to be a certain level of psycho. And this is just ultimate copium to say that this doesn't bother you when you are melting down. It just sucks that he kind of looks like Glenn from Walking Dead, you know? I feel like I have a good memory with that character, you know? Anyways, here's what people are saying. Has to be an act. Everything Amouranth does is for attention and clout. No,
I mean, she kind of has that trail when it looks like that, because she never backs up on with her words, you know? Like, she had that the one situation, and then just went on and did the same shit. Like, you know, like, I mean, it probably is an act, but at the same time, for a whole day going like this, and they were looking kind of crazy. I don't know. Maybe they're just crazy, man. Maybe they just lost it.
Falling for this shit again. They're both insane. I wonder if they have drug problems.
Probably.
The content farm is insane. At what cost? Why are we acting like this isn't scripted? Anyways, click this video or you get 7 dogs and an OnlyFans girlfriend who calls the cops on you while in the fetal position.
Thank
and
God.
No, you don't get the $1 million a month. Anyways, let me know what you
That
guys thought. I'll
sucks,
see you guys in
man.
the next one. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think they're just crazy, man. I'm gonna be real. I think they're just crazy. They're losing it. I'll believe it. You know what? I'll believe the whole thing. I'll believe that this is real. But man, I think they gotta separate. Like, that looks like just a toxic relationship that's struggling to separate from each other. And honestly, they just gotta book it. They just gotta end it, because like that's too much. That's way too much. If it's fake or real, they have issues. Regardless, I think one thing, regardless if it's fake or not, they definitely have issues. They're fucking crazy, both of them.